Hey everyone, this is Jason Torres from AccessAbility. We wanted to put this video together for you because on Wednesday, April the 9th, our organization, along with many others, will be attending the SC Works Disability Employment Resource Expo and Job Fair. And so, what this means for you is an opportunity to connect with various different employers that may be hiring. And so, what that means is there's an opportunity for you to actually have an on the spot interview and potentially leave there with either a job or maybe an opportunity to follow up and have a more formal interview, which is very exciting. And so, I wanted to spend a few minutes with you all, especially for those that have never come to this job fair, and give you some tips to how to best prepare for this experience. And so, we're going to focus on two things. The first is your resume, because most likely that's going to be one of the things they're going to ask for. Then the second thing we'll talk about is the actual interview. How can you best prepare to have that conversation with the employer so that you're memorable and that your resume comes to the top and can potentially be called for a follow-up interview or maybe a job. And so what we'll start here is the resume. If you have not updated your resume, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to ask you to do. We will have resources and different links. So if you want to do some research online, we can kind of send you to different areas. But you're going to want to make sure that your resume is up to date. It has your current information, even as simple as your address, your phone number, is your email current. Those little things that sometimes we forget, that's where I'm going to send you first as you're updating your resume. Or if you do not have a resume, there's some resources that we can talk about as well that we can leave you in terms of how you can start a resume if you have not done one before. You're going to want to make sure that you have it's up to date with all the jobs that you've had. You're going to want to make sure that it reads well, the grammatical errors, kind of stuff that I feel like you all know, but sometimes, especially if you have not given anyone your resume in a long time, I think it's going to be great for you to just take some time, double check it, make sure it's good to go, have someone else take a look at it for you. Let's get some fresh eyes on that resume so that when you print it out, it's ready to go. Speaking of printing out, make sure you print out a few copies. Make sure it's on good paper. Just the little details that, believe it or not, you'll be surprised of how that may make you stand out from the next person. Okay, so resume is ready to go. You're turning it in. They're taking a look at it. They're probably going to have questions, and so be prepared to be able to answer those questions and potentially just have an on the spot, what we call or what they call an on the spot interview. They can talk about maybe some examples at your previous job. What did you do? And so, in terms of how do you prepare for that, I would have one or two stories, one or two examples that you can present to that employer when they're asking you those questions. They may ask you a scenario. Probably one of the more well-known questions is tell me A, give me A. So tell me a time, give me an example. And so it'll be great for you to have those examples ready to go versus maybe you weren't ready and now you're trying to it's that awkward pause, right? Because you don't have one ready to go. So I would definitely have a story or two or a couple of examples that you can share with the employer of how you solved the problem, how you took care of something. Those are things that I feel, no matter what the industry is or whatever job you may be applying for, those are standard questions that they want to know. And that's just going to, again, help you maybe be a little bit more memorable. Of course, come with a smile, come with a positive attitude. And I think that, along with having that good resume, we feel that you'll be in a great position to hopefully be considered. Obviously, nothing is ever guaranteed, but all you can do, and as I talk to you, is help you put you in the best position to hopefully be considered. So I hope those tips helped you out. We are here for additional resources. As I said earlier, we will also link a couple of things on the internet that you can take your time and look at. And we look forward to seeing you there at the expo and job fair.